Hey, Sci-Fi Valley Con, this is Samurai Jill here with Michaela Jill Murphy, best known as the voice of Toph. It's day 3. How's your weekend been so far?
It's been good. Everybody's doing well. Took a nice group photo a couple minutes ago with the gang next to Appa, which was cool. And I'm wearing my Jasmine Dragon romper today. And my favorite part, it's family friendly, don't worry, but it's a teapot.
Oh, that's cute. I love that you always dress in theme and the headband.
Earth tones. Does anybody remember that YouTube video? There was some painting with the anyway. Look it up. Earth Tones YouTube video. It's very funny from 10 years ago. Anyway, I just try to stick into the general Toph theme. Browns, greens, keep it on brand.
So before I ask some Avatar questions, I want to talk about another role of yours. You were young Franny in Meet the Robinsons, which is such an underrated Disney movie.
I love that movie.
And it was supposed to get a sequel, and then it was canceled.
Yeah, I think the release times of movies are just very interesting. So when that came out, I think it had that weekend or the next weekend was either Chicken Little or Kung Fu Panda. There was something that came out that just took the masses, and then I think it just didn't get as much love as it needed at the time for them to keep making more. But
I get so many sequels years later these days. You never know what could happen.
Fingers crossed, because so many people love that movie. They come up, they're like, I love Toph and stuff, but I love Meet the Robinsons too. It's such a good movie. So yeah, we'll see. And also they keep making live actions of everything. So I'm like, maybe make one of that and then cast me as the mother, and then I can play the older version of me. That would be cool. So yeah, hopefully they do something with it. We'll see.
So one of my favorite parts about this con was the after party, and there was some karaoke there.
Yes.
Now, I missed you singing, but I had a question. Okay. What would Toph sing if she had to sing karaoke?
Well, she would definitely probably sing something in the rock or metal genre. I'm assuming more rock, just because, I don't know, the metal seems a little intense for her vibe. But something like Hit Me With Your Best Shot or something,
You know what I thought?
What?
We Will Rock You.
That also.
That stomping.
That checks.
Come on.
Yep. I think that's the winner, honestly. I'm going to clock that and keep that as the answer. Yes, We Will Rock You. I mean, or I Love Rock and Roll if she's feeling a little more sassy, but something with rock in there.
So one thing I love about you is that you were pretty much the age of Toph when you were voicing her. Mm-hmm. What was it like to grow up in those formative years in the show, in such a big show?
I know. Yeah. Well, at the time, it wasn't as big, right? We've kind of grown to this crazy fandom that we're at now. But it was normal, weirdly. I started performing when I was 5 or 6, and I just got kind of used to being in that vein. And I wasn't, Harry Potter and stuff was coming out at that time. And so those were big stars, right? And I'm thinking I just do some voices. No big deal. And nobody really cared, I feel about animation and video games and stuff like they do now. People thought it was cool, but there was not as much love for it as there is now. So it was kind of just every Tuesday after school, I'm gonna just go record and,
Well, I loved it when it was coming out.
Well, thank you.
I was the perfect age to enjoy it at the time.
Yeah.
So since, you were, 12?
Yeah,
around that
12
age?
and 13.
What advice would you give to your younger self?
It's funny because I don't know. I stopped acting after Avatar to focus on school, and I liked that decision, but I also wish I could have kept both. Mm-hmm. You can keep doing professional acting and do high school. So I feel I would have been maybe say yes to a couple more projects just because I felt I needed to cold cut end it and then start something new. The transitions don't have to be as clean cut. Mm-hmm. Life can be a little bit more messy. Maybe that's the advice. Life can be a little bit more messy. It's okay. That's
you don't have to stick to a plan.
Exactly.
You can go off.
It doesn't have to clean end and clean beginning, whatever.
Advice.
It's just let things flow. And if you're I kind of still want to do some of this and kind of want to do some of this, let it all happen. It's all good.
I love that. Now, since I am cosplaying Azula today,
I hate you, but it's okay.
It's a very, recurrent theme throughout Avatar is redemption.
Yes.
With Zuko, Iroh. Do you think Azula could ever be redeemed?
It's interesting. There seems to be a lot of focus on redemption arcs for villains. We have Maleficent movies, all these movies focusing on the backstory. And I think it's okay for some characters to just be evil. Not that they have completely bad intentions, but sometimes just the combination,
It's not the
best. It's not the best. I mean, I feel like we've all run into that. Not everybody in this world is the most amazing human being. So yeah, I think, she's definitely had some early childhood trauma that have, set her in her ways that she could probably go to therapy for. But she's not going to, right? She's not that type of gal. So, I mean, I think that everybody deserves a second, a third, or a fourth chance, but I don't know if she would ever really take those and do something good with it. I don't know.
She could, but I don't think she would.
I don't think she would. Yeah, I don't think she would take that opportunity.
Well, that's what Gray said.
Yeah, exactly. So sometimes it's just you're just kind of a little bad.
Sometimes you just love a bad girl.
You love a bad girl.
That's why I picked her to cosplay.
Exactly.
So can we follow you on social media to keep up with what you're doing? Where can we find you?
By all means, follow me on social media. Yes, I've been kind of pouring more energy into that because in Hollywood and moving forward, it seems like that's kind of your calling card these days.
You've been doing a lot of podcasts lately too, right?
Yes. I just did a podcast recently with a creator of like a credit card / credit system for creatives, which is great because like it's really hard to get a mortgage, and get a loan, whatever, as a creative because you don't have this similar, income direct deposit every 2 weeks, whatever, that like somebody who maybe works as a consultant or a lawyer, whatever. Anyway, social media, my names. On Instagram, I'm at Michaela Mostly. That's Michael with an A on the end, and then Mostly, Mostly, because it's mostly me on the Instagram. And then on TikTok, it's just Michaela Jill Murphy, my whole name. So yeah,
thank you so much for your time, Michaela. Last chance, come down and meet the voice of Toph at Sci-Fi Valley Con.
Bye, guys.